Hey there, welcome. So today's lesson will be about the figures of speech. So what is a figure of speech? A figure of speech is a mode of expression in which words are used out of their literal meaning to express thoughts or feelings in a remarkable way that differs from the ordinary mode of speech. To add beauty or emotional intensity as perceived by the speaker, and to transfer the speaker's sense of impression by comparing one thing with another that has meaning familiar to the reader. So, figures of speech provide emphasis, freshness of expression, and clarity. We have various types of figures of speech. 8 of them are the simile, metaphor, alliteration, onomatopoeia, hyperbole, personification, idiom, oxymoron, and palindrome. Let's start with the simile. A simile is a comparison between two different things using like or as. She swims like a fish. Mr. John is as wise as an owl. So we are comparing Mr. John to an owl, and we are using the article of likeness as. In a metaphor, it is also a comparison of two different things. However, we do not use like or as in a simile. We use the verb to be. Verb to be like am, is, are, was, were. Her cheeks are roses. So her cheeks are roses. Something is something else. We are comparing cheeks and roses. What's the difference between simile and metaphor? Simile and metaphor compare two different things. However, in the simile, we say something is like or as something else. In the metaphor, we say something is something else. Example, in the simile, she swam like a fish. We are saying she is like a fish. In the metaphor, time is money. Something is something else. We are comparing time and money. Time is money. Alliteration. Alliteration refers to the repetition of initial consonant sounds of neighboring words. It's used to emphasize something important that the writer or speaker would like to express, and is used in poetry. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Notice the repetition of as. What's the best way to spot alliteration? Just listen. The best way to spot alliteration in a sentence is to sound out the sentence. Repeat it. Look for the words with identical beginning consonant sounds. They don't have to start with the same letter, just the same initial sound. They can also be interrupted by small non-alliterative words. Can you keep the cat from clawing the couch? It's creating chaos. Keep and cat are still alliterative, even though it includes K and C. What matters is the sound. And that between keep and cat is a non-alliterative sound. However, it interrupts them, yes, but it doesn't matter. It changes nothing. What matters is the sound. Onomatopoeia is the formation or use of words that imitate the sounds associated with the objects or actions they refer to. For example, the boom of an explosion. What's the sound associated with explosion? Boom. At night, the wind was howling in the darkness. We are imitating the sound of the object, which is the wind. The leaves crunched under my feet as I walked through the woods. Hyperbole. Hyperbole is used for the purpose of exaggeration. It forms the basis of several jokes. It's used as a way of insult, or it could simply be used to dramatize a situation, which in reality it's not that bad. I'm so busy trying to accomplish 10 million things at once. I'm trying to accomplish several things at one time, but 10 million things is an exaggeration. Your dog is so ugly. We had to pay the fleas to live on him. That's an insult, and that's exactly the use of hyperbole. I nearly died laughing. I wouldn't die, but I was laughing so hard that I felt like dying. Personification. In a personification, we give human qualities or abilities to objects. The picture in that magazine screamed for attention. The picture doesn't scream. Screaming is a human action. The carved pumpkin smiled at me. Smile is a human quality. Death robbed her of the chance at the happiness. Death doesn't rob. Humans do. So rob is a human quality that is given to death. You can hear the trees whisper in the dark. Trees don't whisper. Idiom. Idiom is a term whose meaning cannot be determined from the literal meanings of the words. So it is made of specific words, but those words do not give the actual meaning of the whole phrase. It's raining cats and dogs means it's raining heavily. Break a leg means good luck. The exam was a piece of cake means the exam was easy. So those are idioms. Oxymoron. An oxymoron uses an adjective that contradicts the object that it is describing. Hot, chilly. So if you look at it, chilly means it's freezing and hot is hot. So this is contradictory. Loners club. Club, loners. Loners, single person. Club is supposed to be a group of people. Palindrome. A palindrome is a word, number, phrase, or other sequence of characters which reads the same backward as forward, such as civic, radar, level, kayak, madam. So look at this sentence. No lemon, no melon. Reading it from left to right is the same as reading it from right to left. No melon, no lemon. All right, let's practice together. Number 1. He clattered and clanged as he washed the dishes. Things you should look at are the ones in bold. Clattered and clanged. Clattered means the sound of hard objects striking each other. Clanged, series of metallic sounds. So what do you think this is? Correct. This is an onomatopoeia. We agreed that onomatopoeia uses words that imitate the sounds associated with objects. So the objects are the dishes, and the sounds are the clattering and clanging of the dishes. Number 2. Life is a beach. Is this a metaphor, alliteration, or a simile? Correct. This is a metaphor. Life is a beach. We are comparing life to the beach. Something is something else. There is no article of likeness, so this is not a simile. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. What do you think this is? Exactly. This is alliteration. Why? Because we have to focus on the initial sounds, the P sound that is repeated. Number 4. The river falls under us like a trapdoor. What do you think this is? That was fast. Yes, this is a simile. So a simile compares two different things, which is the river and the trapdoor, using an article of likeness like. I'm so hungry, I could eat a horse. What do you think this is? There you go, this is a hyperbole. We are exaggerating. You wouldn't eat a horse, you're just extremely hungry. Number 6. I've heard that joke a billion times, but it still cracks me up. What do you think this is? Yes, a hyperbole, because you haven't heard that joke a billion times, you just heard it more than one time. Number 7. The glass vase is as fragile as a child's sandcastle. What do you think this is? It's really easy. Yes, it's a simile. You should catch this one so fast because we are comparing a glass vase to a child's sandcastle using an article of likeness as. Number 8. The buzzing bee startled me. What do you think this is? Yes, this is an onomatopoeia because we have used a word that imitates the sound of the object mentioned, which is the buzzing of a bee. Number 9. You look like $1 million. What do you think this is? This is an idiom. And when you say to someone you look like $1 million, you mean you look extremely good. You look gorgeous. Number 10. The sun draped its arms around my shoulders. What do you think this is? This is a personification. Draped its arms means it wrapped its arms around my shoulder. This is a human quality and it's given to the sun. 11. The boy shouted, "Madam, I'm Adam." What do you think this is? Yes, this is a palindrome. If you read it backwards, it will sound the same. Madam, I'm Adam. Thank you for listening. Don't hesitate to ask any questions, and you are welcome to my class.